Hey there, friends. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We're checking in for your energies. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising will be the most dominant. We're going to check out what's happening the week ahead. I hope the weekend was a nice one for you. So let's see what is going down. Just clear the deck. Let's get started. For our Pisces, please. Starting off, we've got the Five of Pentacles. We have got the Star energy. And the Ten of Cups. So there could be something here that you're hoping to shift around. This could be related to your finances or a situation that you've just got some hope for here that can grow and open up or get back to a place of happy is what it feels like. We do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups here showing up. That's nice. Nine of Cups right in the center. And then we have got the Tower. Let's see where this is going. Temperance energy. The Knight of Swords. One more, thank you, Spirit. Queen of Wands. We'll check out what's going on. Got the Strength energy, Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands with the Sun. Okay, that's kind of what's going on underneath. Yeah, so Pisces, this really looks like there's a situation right now that you're feeling at a bit of a loss about. Whatever this loss or the feeling of wanting something to enhance or grow, there's something lacking here with this Five of Pentacles, okay? And I like that you've got hope for this. With this Star energy of Ten of Cups, I hope that this can turn around, that can work in your favor, that you can get back to a place of, happy, of wholesome, of just feeling good within yourself, but also knowing that the work that you're doing, the way that you're showing up in the world, that this is, coming more to life. So I'm not sure what area of life you're dealing with right now. As I said, a lot of you, this could be money related, financially related, career related, like something you're just really hoping here infuses again the way that it once was, in a more positive light where things were just, flourishing. With the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups and the Tower, I feel like there is, a sudden change that is coming in. There's something shifting here or something that has shifted. I feel for the betterment here. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is a supportive energy, okay? This is about luck. This is about fortune. This is about unexpected events, but ones that are going to make you happy. I don't know if there's some revelation that comes with this as well, but whatever the change is, maybe you're going a bit of a different direction than you thought. Maybe someone is expressing themselves or wanting to call you in and pull you in towards something here, but I feel like this could be a big shift that, is coming on in that you may not be expecting. And with the Temperance, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like if there has been something that's broken something down or kind of let guards down in some way, because the Tower as well is something that has been, guarded, that was a protective place that has now opened up, okay, that is not as the supportive structure that it once was. So for some of you could be bringing down your own barriers, your own guards here, wanting to work something out, wanting to heal this, wanting to, like I said, these seeds that you've planted, the things that you're wanting, getting to this place of betterment, of happiness, of knowing that you can succeed, that things don't need to be as tough in certain areas of your life. And I feel like this is bringing some harmony and balance to your life. So there could be some positive surprise coming in. And I feel like some conversation, I feel like this is going to be a quick moving energy, especially as we have the Tower and the Knight of Swords here, and then with the Queen of Wands. So you could be questioning someone's happiness too, or the way that someone is connecting with you, or maybe there's, again, some news or some information that shifts something here. But I do feel that there could be some form of communication or discussion here. But I this is putting you in a good place. The Queen of Wands is very sophisticated, confident, knows, their place in the world, knows where they're striving for, what they want, and is very positive and optimistic about what is happening in the world for themselves, because that they're taking the lead, they're taking the control here. Whatever's coming through, I feel like this is a good thing here. This is a good thing. Let's see what's influencing this situation right now. What's influencing this situation right now? Eight of Swords. The Hermit. And the Ace of Pentacles. So when we connect into this, there's also this element of, it's like someone's waiting to see here. Obviously, this can be you, Pisces, but, maybe you're waiting to see here where a turn of events can occur. Maybe you're waiting for an offer, an opportunity. Maybe you're looking at doing all the things and waiting for a result. Or what you're experiencing right now, you may not be expressing out loud. It may be something more internally that you're processing and working through, because you do have potential doubts. There's something here, not necessarily you're not trusting, but I feel like you've got the Star energy, which is the belief, the positivity. Queen of Wands, positivity, energy, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. Like, these are all positive, strong pieces, supportive energy. And then underneath here, you're feeling stuck. Like you can't get out of some hole, or you can't get out of something here. And you could be, really just looking at things and how life is right now. And like, what is it that I need to do? So if you are, I feel like you're taking some internal insight, but again, I feel like that you're keeping this to yourself right now, and maybe withdrawing from certain people or situations until you kind of navigate, and maybe wait on some news, get some news that you can finally feel like things are progressing forward. You have strong belief here, but I understand doubting now and then, and that's how it seems to be coming across. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, will this offer come in? Will this opportunity, will this gift, this thing that I need right now, is it, and will it come in? So I think that's what you're waiting on. Maybe you could be feeling a bit of outside pressure as well with this Eight of Swords, and people aren't understanding that you're a bit in a stuck situation, because you could be coming across in like, I've got it together, So let's have a look and see where this is all going for you this week. I've got the Hanged Man. What else have we got? Thank you, Spirit. Got the Page of Pentacles. So again, it's some offer that you're waiting for here, potentially. Maybe you could be, also putting the pressure on yourself here, Pisces, to take action in a certain direction, or waiting for a result. I really feel that there's something here that you're doing or waiting on, or trying to find a solution to get out of this Five of Pentacles, whatever that is. What else do we need to know? Two of Swords. Yeah, and it's like, should I take this? What should I do here? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, because you could be wondering, if you take one thing, could something better come along? Something more solid, more structured? Or could this grow into something bigger? We've got the Nine of Wands. One more, thank you, Spirit. And the Two of Cups here. So when it comes to this energy, Some of you could be, well, there's something, death, rebirth, justice, Knight of Cups, wow. Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups, wow. So there's something powerful going on underneath for sure that's... It's kind of like what goes around comes around, and I feel like there's positive things coming around here, Pisces, okay? And I've been seeing that a lot for you. Like there's a lot of green light energy, a lot of supportive energy around you. I think there's a part of breaking through some pattern or situation that you've been quite used to. I think, if you've been in quite survival mode or been really working to get ahead, it's like that breakthrough point of you've put yourself out there so much. At what point can this leverage and turn into the thing that you want, so you can get out of, like I said, a little bit of a hole or a little bit of a sump. That's what it feels like that you kind of are in. And I sense here that you go through periods of time that is where you feel quite fortified, strong in your direction, feel really good about yourself. And then there's other moments where you just feel maybe perhaps this is a little bit hopeless. And it's like, well, when are these things going to kind of work in my favor? And maybe right now too, with some news you learn or something here that is quite surprising. It could be too like you're waiting for this next round or next phase, or what does this mean? There's some information coming through that I think you're going to try and look at or decipher, but it's something that you're navigating, it feels like, on your own, on how you feel about the situation, how you're looking at this situation. What does this mean? What are you meant to do with it? Some of you could be, like I said, getting a financial offer or opportunity. This is showing up here. It could be bigger than you anticipate, but I feel like, again, there's some news or some information that you could be waiting on. So some of you could be coming into an offer, an opportunity, some financial gain here, or some commitment that seems quite, can put you in quite a good position here. The question is, for some of you, should I take what's coming, or should I wait? Because is there the potential of something bigger coming through? Because I feel like you've worked so hard and you don't want to accept not necessarily the bare minimum, but I think you also know what you're worth, especially if this is around your career or finances. But I feel like something could be bigger than you anticipate that's coming on through. This Two of Cups could be more so on a choice. Death, Knight of Cups. Yeah, see, there's something pretty significant on the other side here. Something's definitely changing when it comes to your finances, or when it comes to the stability of something here, that I do feel is working out in your favor. Again, a pretty solidified offer here. One that has some meaning to it. Some of you, there could be even a proposal as well, or an offer to go somewhere, or someone's just feeling the fruits of their labor. So I do feel like something, really sweet's coming in here that will fulfill you, Pisces. I think the biggest part is this is not a time to give up. And it's a time to... I feel believe, because there's a bit of a waiting periods here, or a bit of point in time where you're just looking at the situation and what you should do here. Let's get just a couple more, just to see more of what this is and what you can walk away with today. So you've got Thief energy, adjudication, and thoughts. So for some of you, you could be going through a situation where, someone has taken good parts of you, okay? Taken advantage of you, taken advantage of a situation. And maybe that's something still that you're working through. Maybe too, when you reflect back to what this is, the Five of Pentacles and this Eight of Swords. For some of you, this could be, reconciling with self, reconciling with, not necessarily decisions or choices that you made, but situations that you found yourself in. Because I do feel for some of you, there's been a person or a situation that hasn't, shown up and done perhaps the right thing. The adjudication, for some of you, there could be legal matters or something of that nature, or someone making a decision that has some form of authority. I do feel for some of you, there is some decision-making process that's coming on in. If, again, this is to do with money, an offer, an opportunity, some form of contract that's on your mind, I feel this is going to turn out better than you anticipate, okay, with this energy. I think the other thing is too, don't cheat yourself, like I've mentioned before, on taking taking less than. Maybe an offer's coming on in, maybe you're going to put yourself forward and say, hey, would you consider this instead? You might be surprised on what comes through. I feel like there's a very strong energy of people, the connection to that. So don't be afraid to ask for more for some of you if you're looking at, clients or a potential job, or the jobs that you even go for, right? There's something to do, I think, a lot around your financial place and stability. If some of you are buying things, again, I just feel like there's some form of negotiation that can work out in your power, and you might be surprised on what you actually receive coming in and the good news that comes with that. I just feel, again, there's good news, but there is this little cycle I think you go through of doubt because you have been let down in the past, Pisces. And I think there's a part of you that wants to keep moving forward in strength and in knowing that the decisions that you're making for yourself are the right ones, and you're not clouded by potential other people's judgment or other people's, pressure. But again, I feel like this is a really good energy that's coming in, like something that you can really work with here that might just surprise you. I'm going to leave that there, dear friend. Have a great week. I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.